Imagine a world where you're the center of your universe, where your dreams, aspirations, and personal growth take precedence over everything else. A world where the opinions of others fade into the background and your own voice becomes the guiding light of your journey. This is not a fantasy, this is the reality that awaits you when you choose to focus on yourself, not others. In a society that constantly bombards us with comparisons, expectations, and the illusion of perfection, it's easy to lose sight of what truly matters you. We spend so much time worrying about what others think, trying to meet their expectations and living up to standards that aren't our own. But what if I told you that the key to unlocking your full potential, achieving true happiness, and living a life of purpose lies in shifting that focus inward? Focusing on yourself isn't selfish, it's essential. It's about recognizing that you are the author of your own story, the architect of your own destiny. It's about understanding that the only person you can truly control, change, and improve is yourself. When you make the conscious decision to prioritize your own growth, well-being, and happiness, you set in motion a transformative journey that not only benefits you but also positively impacts those around you. Think about the last time you found yourself caught up in the web of comparison. Maybe you were scrolling through social media, seeing the highlight reels of others' lives, and feeling inadequate in comparison. Or perhaps you were passed over for a promotion at work, and instead of focusing on your own growth, you spent your energy resenting your colleague's success. These moments of comparison and external focus drain our energy, diminish our self-worth, and distract us from our own path. But what if, in those moments, you chose to redirect that energy inward? What if, instead of comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20, you focused on writing the next page of your own story? This is the power of focusing on yourself. It frees you from the shackles of comparison and allows you to chart your own course. When you focus on yourself, you begin to understand your unique strengths, passions, and values. You start to recognize what truly makes you happy, what drives you, and what you want to achieve in life. This self-awareness is the foundation upon which you can build a life that aligns with your authentic self, rather than one that conforms to others' expectations. But let's be clear, focusing on yourself doesn't mean ignoring others or becoming self-absorbed. It's about finding the right balance between self-care and caring for others. It's about understanding that you can't pour from an empty cup. By prioritizing your own growth and well-being, you become better equipped to support and uplift those around you. So how do we begin this journey of self-focus? It starts with a simple yet powerful shift in mindset. Instead of constantly looking outward for validation, approval, or direction, we turn our gaze inward. We start asking ourselves important questions. What do I truly want? What makes me happy? What are my values? And am I living in alignment with them? What skills do I want to develop? What goals do I want to achieve? As you start to explore these questions, you might find that the answers surprise you. Perhaps you've been pursuing a career path that society deems successful, but it doesn't align with your passions. Maybe you've been maintaining relationships that drain your energy rather than uplift you. Or perhaps you've been neglecting your physical and mental health in pursuit of external achievements. Recognizing these misalignments is the first step towards positive change. It takes courage to admit that you've been living according to others' expectations rather than your own desires. But this realization is also incredibly liberating. It means you have the power to change course, to realign your life with your true self. One of the most powerful tools in focusing on yourself is setting personal goals. These aren't goals based on what others expect of you or what society deems successful. These are goals that resonate with your core values, that excite you, that push you to grow and evolve. Maybe it's learning a new skill, improving your health, starting a passion project, or working towards a career change. Whatever these goals may be, they should be uniquely yours. As you work towards these goals, you'll likely encounter obstacles and setbacks. This is where the real power of self-focus comes into play. Instead of getting discouraged by comparing your progress to others, you learn to measure yourself against your own standards. You celebrate your small victories, learn from your failures, and keep pushing forward. This internal focus builds resilience, self-confidence, and a deep sense of satisfaction that comes from personal growth. Another crucial aspect of focusing on yourself is learning to set boundaries. In a world that constantly demands our attention and energy, it's essential to learn when to say no. This might mean declining invitations to events that don't align with your goals, limiting time with people who drain your energy, or carving out dedicated time for self-care and personal development. Setting boundaries isn't about shutting others out, it's about creating the space you need to thrive. As you continue on this journey of self-focus, you'll likely notice a shift in your relationships. When you prioritize your own growth and happiness, you naturally attract people who support and encourage your journey. You'll find yourself surrounded by individuals who inspire you, challenge you, and celebrate your successes. At the same time, you might find that some relationships naturally fall away, and that's okay. Not everyone will understand or support your journey of self-focus, and that's their journey, not yours. One of the most beautiful aspects of focusing on yourself is the ripple effect it has on those around you. As you grow, evolve, and become more authentically you inspire others to do the same. Your courage to prioritize your own growth gives others permission to do the same. Your joy and fulfillment become contagious, uplifting those around you. In this way, focusing on yourself becomes an act of service to others. But let's address the elephant in the room, the guilt that often comes with prioritizing ourselves. We've been conditioned to believe that putting ourselves first is selfish, that we should always put others' needs before our own. But this mindset is not only unsustainable, it's also counterproductive. When we constantly prioritize others at the expense of our own well-being, we end up depleted, resentful, and unable to show up fully in our relationships and responsibilities. Letting go of this guilt is a process. It requires constantly reminding yourself that taking care of yourself is not just important, it's necessary. It requires reframing self-care and personal growth not as luxuries, but as essential components of a healthy, balanced life. As you practice this mindset shift, you'll find that the guilt gradually fades, replaced by a sense of empowerment and self-respect. Another crucial aspect of focusing on yourself is learning to trust your own judgment. We often look to others for advice and validation, second-guessing our own instincts and decisions. While seeking guidance from trusted mentors can be valuable, it's essential to develop confidence in your own ability to make choices and navigate your life. This doesn't mean you'll always make the right decisions, but it means you'll learn to trust yourself, learn from your mistakes, and grow stronger with each experience. As you continue on this journey of self-focus, you'll likely encounter resistance both from others and from within yourself. Change can be uncomfortable, and there may be times when you're tempted to fall back into old patterns of seeking external validation or comparing yourself to others. In these moments, it's crucial to remind yourself why you started this journey in the first place. Reconnect with your goals, your values, and your vision for your life. Let these be your anchor when the winds of doubt or external pressure threaten to blow you off course. One powerful practice in maintaining this focus on yourself is regular self-reflection. This could take the form of journaling, meditation, or simply setting aside quiet time to check in with yourself. Ask yourself, how am I feeling? Am I living in alignment with my values? What progress have I made towards my goals? What challenges am I facing, and how can I overcome them? This regular introspection helps you stay connected with your inner self and keeps you on track with your personal growth journey. As you delve deeper into this practice of self-focus, you might find that your definition of success begins to change. Instead of measuring success by external markers like wealth, status, or recognition, you start to define it in terms of personal growth, fulfillment, and alignment with your authentic self. This shift in perspective is incredibly liberating because it means your sense of worth and achievement is no longer dependent on others' opinions or societal standards. It's important to remember that focusing on yourself is not a destination, it's a lifelong journey. There will be times when you slip back into old patterns of comparison or seeking external validation. But with each slip, you become more aware, more resilient, and more committed to your path of self-focus. Each challenge becomes an opportunity for growth, each setback a chance to recommit to your journey. As you continue to prioritize your own growth and well-being, you'll likely find that your capacity for empathy and compassion both for yourself and others grows. When you're no longer caught up in comparison or seeking external validation, you become more present and more able to truly connect with others. You're able to celebrate others' successes without feeling threatened, and you're able to offer support without depleting yourself. Focusing on yourself also means taking responsibility for your life. It means recognizing that while you can't control everything that happens to you, you can control how you respond. It means letting go of the victim mentality and embracing your power as the creator of your own life. This shift in perspective is incredibly empowering. It puts you in the driver's seat of your life, rather than feeling like a passenger at the mercy of external circumstances. As you embrace this journey of self-focus, you might find that your dreams and aspirations evolve. As you become more attuned to your authentic self, you might discover passions and talents you never knew you had. You might find the courage to pursue goals that once seemed impossible. This is the beauty of focusing on yourself. It opens up a world of possibilities that you might never have seen when you were caught up in the expectations and opinions of others. Remember, focusing on yourself isn't about achieving perfection. It's about embracing your imperfections, learning from your mistakes, and continuously striving to become the best version of yourself. It's about showing yourself the same kindness, patience, and understanding that you would show to a dear friend. It's about celebrating your progress, no matter how small, and being gentle with yourself when you face setbacks. As you continue on this path of self-focus, you'll likely find that your resilience grows. When you're not dependent on others' approval or validation, you become better equipped to handle life's challenges. Setbacks become opportunities for growth, rather than reasons for self-doubt. Criticism becomes feedback to consider rather than a blow to your self-worth. This resilience is a powerful tool that will serve you well in all areas of your life. So as you stand at this crossroads, looking at the life you've been living and the life you want to create, I challenge you to make a choice. Will you continue to let others' expectations and opinions dictate your path? Or will you choose to focus on yourself, to prioritize your own growth, happiness, and fulfillment? Remember, you have within you everything you need to create the life you desire. You have unique talents, passions, and potential that are waiting to be unleashed. You have the power to shape your destiny and live a life that aligns with your authentic self. Focusing on yourself isn't something that happens overnight. It's a daily choice, a continuous practice. It's about waking up each day and recommitting to your own growth and well-being. It's about consistently choosing yourself even when it's difficult or uncomfortable. So take a deep breath. Feel the power that resides within you. Visualize the life you want to create. And then with confidence and determination, make the choice to focus on yourself. Choose to prioritize your own growth, happiness, and fulfillment. Choose to become the best version of yourself. Your journey of self-focus starts now. The path ahead may not always be easy, but it will be infinitely rewarding. As you turn your gaze inward and commit to your own growth, you'll discover strengths you never knew you had, overcome challenges you once thought insurmountable, and create a life that truly reflects your authentic self. Remember, the most important relationship you'll ever have is the one you have with yourself. Nurture it, prioritize it, and watch as it transforms not only your life but the lives of those around you. The world needs you to be your best self. It needs your unique gifts, your authentic voice, your true potential realized. So are you ready? Are you ready to embark on this transformative journey of self-focus? Are you ready to prioritize your own growth? To chase your dreams? To become the person you've always known you could be? The choice is yours. The power is within you. The time is now. Focus on yourself, not others, and watch as your world transforms.